What's going on out there, everybody? Alan D9J Sports. Hey, we're right back at it with another show. We've got a good one lined up for you. The World Series. It went back and forth. I'm here to tell you, I'm not a baseball guy, but last night, they won me over. I've never seen anything like that. One of the most incredible games. It doesn't matter whether it's baseball. That's one of the most incredible games that I've ever seen. And we're also going to talk about the Colorado Buffaloes and their struggles and whether Coach Prime should get out while the getting's good. This is Alan with D9J Sports. Let's jump right into this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, I'm not really a baseball person. I think I've probably watched bits and pieces of a game. I don't know, over the last couple of seasons, I maybe have watched maybe 2 games altogether. But last night, ladies and gentlemen, a game 7, and a game 7 of any sort, I'm going to tune in. But I tell you what, last night, ladies and gentlemen, baseball won me over. It was one of the most incredible things that I've ever seen. When they started the game off, they had the man on the mound, okay, Shohei Ohtani. But you know what? The Jays end up knocking him off of the mound, and he had to go sit in the dugout and just swing the bat. But Sergio, he came out and he was pitching, and it was great. But when the Jays took the lead, ladies and gentlemen, I felt like there's no way that the Los Angeles Dodgers was going to come back. But lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, lo and behold, the manager said that he had something in his gut that told him to put the right players in the game. And sure enough, boom, another home run, ladies and gentlemen, in the 9th inning. Can you believe it, in the 9th inning? What an incredible home run. And then let's just talk about some of the fabulous plays. And I want you to jump in the comments, and I want you to tell me what was the best play in your opinion. I mean, for me, when they hit the ball and the second baseman got the ball and he stumbled. He stumbled and he fired it in, ladies and gentlemen. It was a it was an inch. I do mean an inch away. Was he foul? What was he out? Was he safe or was he out? It depends on what team you're rooting for. It just depends on what team you're rooting for. And before I go on, and if I'm not mentioning a player's name, I'm not on top of baseball like I am football. I can name all football players, but baseball, I promise you, moving forward, I will learn all the players' name other than Shohei Ohtani. I probably didn't even say that right, Mookie Betts and those guys. So that's the reason I'm not mentioning their name. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a close call. I don't know. I thought, man, that's it. And then what about the pop, the supposedly home run hit deep into the outfield, and the 2 guys were going to get it, and they had to catch it. And the one outfielder ran over his homeboy to get the baseball. That's what you call determination. That's what you call, I do not want to lose the ball game. What an incredible show. Then after that, bases loaded. Yo Mata, whatever you say it. He comes on the mound, man, bases loaded, and I just knew it's over with. There's no way they're going to get out of it, and sure enough, they were able to get out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, then when it came up, and you know how the commentators can jinx you, and they said this is probably a double play hit, and sure enough, a double play to win the World Series back-to-back, the LA Dodgers. I'm here to tell you, it's tough to do it in any sport, but to go back to back in baseball, one of the most grueling sports out there. What is it, 182 games? Man, you know them dudes retired, but neither team in my book was a loser last night. Neither team was a loser. It was an incredible, and I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it was an incredible performance. And I realized last night as I was sitting there watching the game, how good of a game it was, because I stopped even watching football altogether. And I realized something, that I've been to every professional sporting event that there is. I've been to basketball to watch the likes of Jordan and Pippen. I've saw Montana, Elway, Aikman, Rogers, Staubach. I've been to hockey games. I've been to professional track meets, tennis meets, but I've never been to a professional baseball game. But that's going to change, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to change, because when the next season rolls around, I'm going to go right down to H-Town and check out those Astros. I mean, they won me over, ladies and gentlemen. They won me over. But before we continue on over to our next segment, I need you to hit the like, subscribe, and donate button. Hit the like, subscribe, and donate button. hit the like, subscribe, and donate button. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Colorado Buffaloes take it again against the Arizona Wildcats last night. It's just pedestrian. I mean, I don't know what's less from pedestrian Bush League. Man, Coach Prime took his quarterback out. He was making mistakes, and it didn't help any. It didn't help any. They got beat 50-something to 17. Man, the score wasn't indicative of how bad they got beat. The Colorado Buffaloes, I'm going to say it, and people may get mad. The Colorado Buffaloes look horrible. And whose fault is it? Coach Deion Primetime Sanders. Because Coach Deion Primetime Sanders was getting all the praise and glory when he had those weapons there. But you telling me, with the way the portal is, you couldn't go out and get some players that wanted to play better than that. It's a shame to see how the Colorado Buffaloes look. They resorted back to their old ways, being a doormat of college football, ladies and gentlemen, being a doormat. Let's keep this thing rolling. Arch Manning, I came on my show and told everybody a month or so ago, don't get down on Arch Manning. He's a young quarterback, and he's going to have to learn. All the scrutiny, all the fans of Texas booing him. He wasn't booing yesterday. Arch Manning stood in the pocket. He stood in the pocket, and no matter what Vanderbilt done, he was firing that rock. So the young man is on the right path. Steve Sarkisian is bringing him a long way. And I will tell you, I've been highly critical of Steve Sarkisian, but he done a good job yesterday. But you know what? It's not going to matter because we're waiting for the big showdown with the Georgia Bulldogs, who look good themselves in their own right. They look good. You know the Georgia Bulldogs are second-half team. So what an incredible weekend of sports. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. It's an incredible game. It's a big-time game for the Buffalo Bills. We know that the Kansas City Chiefs it's just another game because we'll look at the Chiefs when they get into the playoffs. So some incredible football, incredible, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to tell you, if you are a baseball fan, I know that you enjoyed yourself last night. Because this is Allen with D9J Sports. And on my way out, I'm going to tell the Dodgers. And I'm going to tell the Blue Jays, thank you for putting on an incredible performance last night. An incredible performance. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you, Shohei Ohtani, it's a bad dude, man. I think he's tied with Barry Bonds as the greatest baseball player ever. You heard me say it. I think that Barry Bonds and Shohei Ohtani are the two greatest baseball players ever. This is Allen with D9J Sports. Hell of a job, baseball. Hell of a job. I'm definitely OUT.